Hey guys, how's it going? Today I wanted to do a review of the brand new Sony XBR65A1E, which is their latest model of their 4K OLED television set from 2017. Now this TV is pretty expensive, but I actually did find a pretty good deal on it, and I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can check that out. So the XBR series comes in a 55-inch, 65-inch, and 77-inch. The model I'll be reviewing is the 65-inch version, although they're really all identical. It just comes down to picture size, but just to clarify, based on my experience, the 65 is what I'm reviewing. So if you're looking for a 4K OLED screen, I think it's the right time to get one as far as the technology goes. They've come down in price to a semi-affordable level now, and the difference between just a regular, like the old LED 4Ks, LCD 4Ks versus these OLEDs is nothing short of stunning. OLED with 4K, it's frightening how cool these pictures look. I mean, it's like lifelike. It's almost like you could reach through the screen and touch it. Honestly, it's like, remember the 3D TVs were a big deal? You don't even need 3D TVs anymore, because with a 4K OLED like the Sony, it almost looks 3D just watching it. That's how clear and good the picture is. I think it's about the biggest leap in technology since we went from standard definition to high definition. That's how big a deal is to go to a 4K OLED display like this one. So the Sony's is probably the best in terms of getting the pure blacks black. The color difference from pixel to pixel on the screen is unbelievably good. The blacks are absolutely a perfect black. I've never seen a panel or anything in the past before that gets blacks as good as this TV set has, period. The color is phenomenal. It's just a great panel. You're probably looking at like LG panels versus the Sony. They're so good, both of them now, it's very hard to tell the difference. I will say that the Sony, I think, has a better looking television set. The bezels, it's just very minimal. If you want nothing but just a pure picture, go with the Sony. If you're looking for the real high refresh rate, the 120, the high refresh rate hertz, go with the Sony. They have this new X1 Extreme processor in it, which can image process extremely fast. And it can also upconvert too. So if you're using just a regular 1080, like a Blu-ray or something like that, because let's face it, there's not a ton of 4K content out right now. There will be in the next year or two. But for right now, there's still a lot of 1080 content, but the upconversion on the Sony is excellent. I should note too that compared to the LG set, the one I'm referring to is their OLED 65C7P model. This is a much brighter television set. So if you live in a very bright area or a room with tons of windows on it, go with the Sony. Definitely the set you want. The Sony also works with Amazon's Alexa right out of the box, which I kind of thought was gimmicky, but honestly, after using it for a while, it's one of those things that you kind of come to appreciate. I mean, I find myself just, hey, what time is it? What's the weather like today? Any question you really want to ask, it'll answer for you, which is kind of nice. It's one of those things you really don't think you need until you get it, and then you're like, ooh, this is actually pretty handy. So in reality, it has probably the best blacks. Just to summarize, the best black picture of any television set out there. It also has the best fast motion. If you like the 120 or 240 hertz type picture, this is the one you want for like football games, fast motion things. You can't beat the Sony XBR when it comes to that. And if you've never had a 4K OLED television set before, prepare to be absolutely blown away. I mean, it's frighteningly good how good the picture is in these things. I can only attribute it that way. It's something you really have to experience to appreciate. Anyway, if you have any more questions about it or anything like that, just leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.